Okay. All right, let's do this. I don't know. It is a hot, and got lights. Anyway, hot Sunday afternoon, and I've got a lot going on. When do I not? Anyway, hey guys. So we've got berries. Blueberries are pretty much done. Blackberries without rain are drying up. But I've done a lot already this season. So I have blues in jars, blackberries in jars, so those would be really good for just dump it out, add some sugar, make a cobbler, pie, whatever. But today, normally, just gonna say, normally I do blackberry jelly. And I've been pretty successful with it. But I have several jars left from the wild batch. And now I have quite a few jars of the, just jars of berries. So, and I've got a lot of other things going on. So, we're going to take these blackberries and we're going to go ahead and juice them. I'm going to juice them up and I'm going to put them in just the juice in the freezer. So whenever I need more blackberry jelly or, I don't know, anything, I will just get it out of the freezer, thaw it out, and just work the recipe from there. So the first thing I'm going to do is, I've already washed the berries, all the blackberries, yum yums. Pretty bitter because they're wild. And then we're going to take a pot and we're just going to put them in there. Yes, we are. I'm not super like good with these live things, so hopefully this will work out. And of course now I see a fruit fly. 'Tis the season. But I need to get these berries out of my kitchen, or out of my refrigerator. And now the next step, the technical term is called macerating. Macerating. I got smushing. Smush to get them started on their juicing journey. Let's smush them down a little bit. You can see, I don't know if you can see. So we're just gonna smush. And that way they can just get to starting their juicing. Now, like I said, these are wild berries. So they are bitter, bitter, bitter. Just eating them. It's pretty good. Don't get me wrong. It's really good. But I don't eat too many of those. And now, go ahead and add 1 cup of water, just in case. I'll just give them a little stir. Just a little stir. So they're not stuck to the bottom. Push berries. And I'm just going to set them on the stove. I'm going to do it low. I don't want these to boil by any means. I just need them to release all the juice. And this is not right. There we go. Hello. Hello, hello. There you are. Anyway, so I've been busy. And I am tired. I hate to say it. I'm almost tired of canning already, and I haven't even gotten started yet. You can see over there, I have cabbage. So basically not sauerkraut. A whole batch of that. And I've got 3, so I have like 6 or 7 pounds of cabbage now in the fridge just to eat fresh, however we want to do it. And green beans, they're drying up. So I got a full canner of those. We've eaten. But without the rain, without water, I can't keep up with it. It's just too, too hot, too dry. It's just not working out too good this year on a lot of things. So a lot of regrouping is happening. I don't know what happened here. On this, what am I doing? I don't know these little buttons. Anyway, what else? So berries. Like I said, I've put quite a few in jars. We've had muffins, we've had all kinds of things. But now you saw about 4 cups of blackberries getting juiced down. Blues. Lots of blues. Happy to get these out of the refrigerator. Every day I go out and pick. And every little container I've had just keeps getting filled up. So I think what I'm going to do with the blues, I'm just going to freeze them. I'm just going to freeze them whole. And then that way we can use them in fresh baking or eating. They look really good. I was quite happy. The only reason we got so many good blueberries this year was because of we just had such a wet spring, and we knew that it was going to happen, that the water faucets were going to be turned off. So the water faucet of the sky just turned off. So I'm quite happy with the harvest this year so far on the berries. But everything else is just kind of, blah, 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 blah. So anyway, that's kind of what we're doing. Today is just, we got the berries going. But the next thing on the list, if you saw the short this morning, apples. I don't know what I'm going to do. I have no idea what I'm going to do. Let's see here if I can flip it right quick. Yeah. Lots of apples. Lots of apples. And they're really pretty. There are a lot of pretty ones. Some bruising on those. Lots of June apples. And there's so many more. So many more. zucchini to freeze and shred. I have no idea what I'm going to do with the apples. And then, of course, so far I have brought in, 19 pounds of onion. Yeah, 19 pounds of onion. So, yes, lots of things to do. I gotta go to work tomorrow. So, all I have is today. Well, don't get me wrong. I can it in the evenings or whatever. Do whatever I need to do. The cabbage got done last week after work sometime. Green beans. Gosh, I don't even, a week ago, I guess. But anyway, can't waste anything. So you can see that because, like I said, the rains have stopped here, it seems like. Hopefully, we get some rain tonight. I don't know. They say we might. Who knows? Who knows? But anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you that I'm going to put these on cookie sheets and let them just kind of freeze, flash freeze, so they don't get stuck together. And then bag them up in regular bags. That way I can get to them as I need to. I don't know, I may go ahead and put one. I'm not quite sure. I don't know. Looks like I have about 6 cups of blueberries to deal with here. So that'll happen. That will happen today because I've got to go in something today. And then the blackberry, I'll tell you what we're doing there. Or I'll show you what we're going to do there. So once the berries kind of juice, and a lot of times, I guess a basic recipe would be, I think it's like 5 cups of juice to a full batch of jelly. So it's like 5 cups juice to like 7 cups of sugar, something like that. I'd have to get my book out. I always keep my books, but now if it comes to be a short batch, I will cut everything to make, whatever I needed to make. But I want to hopefully have enough for a batch of jelly. And then also I want to fill up this little thing. I just washed it. It's one of these little, silicone little doodahs. I would really like to have most of this. Probably only half though. I would like to have most of it. I don't know. We'll see. But that way I will freeze the juice and make little juice cubes. And you can do blackberry lemonade. Just pop out a couple of those cubes and make a batch of lemonade. That would be fun. That would be fun. I'm hoping to do the same thing this year with watermelon. Of course, I'll have a lot of watermelon if they make, because they have not started yet. I hear bubbles. Let's make sure that we're... Hang on. Let's go over here and find out. Yep, we're bubbling. You can see we're starting to get some good juice out of here. Just don't want anything to stick to the bottom. Funny story. Wait a minute. I don't have my little spoon thingy. So we will just grab a plate. Like I said, funny story. Did a little short. Right about the time these guys started producing this year. It was just picking berries. I was just picking just a little 15 seconds of berries, right? Okay. And I had somebody make a comment. Now, hey, I'm all for comments. All for comments. Comments are fine. Remember, I don't make any money off this. This is just a way to document what's going on at home and how I did things or how I'm doing stuff. And I just got the phone all crazy again. Sorry, I'm doing all this. It's an old phone. And said that those berries weren't ripe. Okay. Okay. Well, I've been picking berries for quite some time. And granted, there were maybe 2 or 3 that could have gone another day. Okay? They could have gone another day. Yep. For what I'm doing, they were perfectly fine. Because they're going into a bigger batch of jelly, juice, jars for making pies, not eaten raw. Okay? And I was kind and I said that. And like I said, I've been picking berries for quite some time. I've been canning for nearly 30 years. Grew up watching my parents do it. They had to do it growing up. That's just what you did. So, I sold my wares, sold my jams and jellies at the market. Yeah. I think I've picked a few berries in my lifetime. So much so, just this last week, I came across the box from way back years ago when we did the farmer's market. I don't have time to do the farmer's market anymore. My son and I, when he was small, we did it. And we would spend Friday night doing all our bacon and getting all the, fried apple pies and the specialty muffins and all the things ready. And of course, the produce and packing up all the jams and jellies and getting everything ready to go out Saturday morning to the market. All right. I ran across that box recently. Where you just had all your, your little signs and your stuff for your table. And I found something. Found some little ribbons. So, let's see here. These were all in 2008. Watermelon. It was a Charleston grape. In the baking variety, I had my oatmeal raisin cookie muffin. Of course, I went up against all the muffin varieties out there. This was sad. This was very sad because this is a really good recipe. Pumpkin butter. Now, because, it had to go up against all the apple butters and all the things. So, hey, you know how many apple butters there are out there. I had a specialty one. So it was just in the specialty, all random, all miscellaneous kinds of jams and jellies. So this is the Cantaloupe jam. But every year, blackberry. Boom. Just saying. Anyway, not to toot my own horn. I should every now and then, right? So, I thought that was funny. 2008, I came across that. Anyway, so I'm not going to draw this out because it does take a long time. I will let you know how to juice these berries or what the steps are that I take to get the berries juiced down and how you get that juice ultra clear, so you can make Blue Ribbon blackberry jelly. All right. So we're gonna go back over to the stove. I'll show you a couple of things. This isn't ready yet, obviously, because it takes a while to get down to where I want it. But, and I don't, like I said, I don't really like it bubbling like this. But we've got quite a bit of juice going now. So I'm going to turn this down. But you can see we really are getting that juice out of those berries, okay? And then what I will do from here is I have this old school sieve, old school. This will go over top of my, I have a big stainless bowl. All the things I use are stainless pretty much. But I will put this over top of my stainless bowl and pour in a berry smush. Berry smush. Okay? And then I will just let it roll through there. Natural. And then at the end I'll smush through. Then I will take and dump all the smush out. I call it smush. And you can use this mush. I mean, you know, if you want. I've used it before. I mean, you still got berries. So, I mean, you can use that, and it's crazy how they turn so red. It's crazy, because they weren't red. Anyway, getting that juice out of there. But, you can use that smush. You can use it in some kind of, I don't know, cake, little pies, something, add some sugar to it. But I have used the smush. And then once that drains, I can get all the juice I can out of that. I'll discard the pulp, throw that out, wash this, and then I will line it with, obviously, another container, another bowl. Line this with cheesecloth, and I usually end up putting like clothespins on top of it to keep it in there, and then just let it naturally drain again. I usually go through 2 strainings if I want a ultra clear berry juice. So I don't want any pulp, I don't want any seeds, I don't want anything. That's what I'm doing. 2 strainings. So it usually takes me, like, if I were really turning this to jelly, I would not make jelly until tomorrow night. So I would let it strain twice to make sure I have just an ultra clear, straight juice. And that's it. So this is my stove is super touchy. But that's how I get a really, really clear juice. Because I don't want any seeds. I don't want any pulp. I don't want any of that in there. And I will show you. I think I have a jar. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I sure do. Sorry. I'll up in my business. Okay, let's put you back down. I do have a jar. Open. Well, if I can get it open. Yeah. That's good stuff. Let's see here. Spoon. Oh my goodness. So, where's my camera? So, that's my blackberry jelly. Yep. Oop. That's good stuff. And that's wild berry. So, anyway, that's how that goes. Yeah, nothing in it. There's no pulp, no seeds, no nothing, but it takes me at least two strainings through cheesecloth to get it down to nothing in there. I just want it super clear juice. So that's how it works for me, anyway. I don't know what else to say. I mean, that's what we're doing. That's what I'm doing today. Actually, as soon as this, I feel like I'm good with the juice as far as, yeah, because it's steaming already. So let's see here. What's next? I don't know. I got all those apples to deal with, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Honestly, I weighed it up. I think it was like 27 pounds, I think. Of course, that's cores and everything as the full apple. I have about 27 pounds of apples to do over the next couple of days. Applesauce would be super easy because then I just don't have to do anything. I can just cut them in half and core them and throw the whole thing in a roaster and just let them go till tomorrow. That would work. It would just be smush. If you smush again, just throw the peels out. Don't throw your peels out. I mean, don't. If you like to throw your peels out, you could throw them out. But I do not. You can do apple cider vinegar. You can do apple scrap jelly. What else? Oh, you can add some water, cook it down, and get juice from all your apple scraps, which I've done before. I've got jars of just straight up apple juice up there. But I do need applesauce because that's what I use to bake. So, I could do that. I'm not a huge fan of using it for pie fillings. I like to just go ahead and do my Fruits simple syrup, a 1-to-4 ratio. So, 1 cup for every 4 cups of water, 1 cup of sugar. And then you can water bath those, and then that way, I want pears. I just took a jar of pears off the shelf and made a tart, or drain them, and then you can add it to Jello, right? Pears and green Jello. It's really good. The peaches, obviously, you can just eat it all straight from the jar. But I just like doing single ingredients, so you can use it however you want. That's kind of like I did with the berries. If I want to drain these blues, and do some like pies or muffins or blueberry pancakes or syrups, whatever, I can do that. If I want to take the peaches and drain most of the liquid out and do, then add my cinnamon and nutmeg and some brown sugar and make a cobbler. It's there. So I don't see myself turning all these apples into pie filling. Maybe just straight apples. That's the easiest. I like that because I don't like to use like the Sure-Jell. I don't actually have Sure-Jell. I have some Pomonas, and I have Certo if I need it, but I haven't really made any. What did I do this year? Oh, dandelion. I did dandelion jelly back in the spring for the first time, and that was really good. And I used Pomonas, so I didn't have a lot of sugar in it. But since I don't really need any jam or jelly right now, I'm just juicing these blackberries down, and I'm going to put them in a little quart I think they're quartz. Let's see what they are. Went ahead and washed them up today. Let's see here. Oh, it's almost like a quart. Let's see. No, that would be 2 pints. The little freezer containers. You know, it took me forever to find these things. My mama had them everywhere growing up. And honestly, I don't even know where I found these. I just found a pack of these recently. So, anyway, and I know she used these a lot when I was a kid because she would do the, she really wasn't big in making like jarring up jams and jellies. So, she did the freezer jam. Which I'm not big on that. I don't like it. I don't like it. I want mine, I want it in a jar. I don't want to just go ahead and spread it. So, anyway, I'm going to juice those berries, get that juice, strain it out. It'll probably be tomorrow by the time I actually put everything in the freezer. Because, like I said, I like to, I just want it clear. I want it as clear as I can get it. I don't want anybody to bite down on a seed. Or like I said, when I'm going to do those little cubes of blackberry juice to make lemonade, I definitely don't want anybody drinking a seed. So definitely, we're definitely going to, and I think it's time, actually. We're kind of bubbly, so let me grab, you might get loud. Oh, it didn't get loud. So, one of my little stainless here. So, just gonna do the stainless. And it sits right over it. Let's see if I can bring it closer. Or, Good. I can put you on top of the cabbage. I can put you on top of the kraut. How's that? That works, right? Oh, Lord, you're seeing my messy laundry room. What? Okay, that's actually better, right? You can kind of see that. So, because I do not want to splash myself here with this hot, bubbly stuff. Just going to grab, and I can't see if I got dark over here, didn't I? Ooh, look at that tan. Look at that tan. Okay, nothing is sticking, so that is good. I've turned it off. Man, these berries smell so good. So I don't splash everything and burn myself, because trust me, I got a steam burn a couple of weeks ago. Opening up my Dutch oven to check on the progress. Yeah. Steamed my wrist up pretty good. So while this is straining out, like I said, this is just my first. There's lots of seeds, lots of seeds. And I will let that strain that out, and then I'll go let that cool. And it's just going to keep juicy in here. So hopefully I will get what I want out of this, because like I said, right now the berries are just drying up because of the heat. This is terrible. So, I have made a mess. as always. But that's it. I'm just gonna let that juicy. It'll be super concentrate blackberry. And then the next step will be taking it into another strainer. There we go. Another strainer with cheesecloth. And then from there, into containers and into the freezer to deal with in the winter when I don't have, right now I only have 19 pounds of onion in here. The other, God knows how many pounds. I have probably at least another 150 onions curing out there. So when those come in, I got to get those ready and put them in bags. So I'm going to put up some onion. There's a couple in that batch that have some spots where something's been nibbling or was nibbling in the garden. Go ahead and chop those up and put those in on freezer trays. Speaking of freezer trays, yeah, I have a tray, 4 layers of zucchini already in the freezer. So I got to do that. I got to bring, those are frozen. They need to come out and get into the vacuum bags, so they'll go back in the freezer. Like I said, I like to flash freeze everything flat, and that way nothing sticks to each other in the freezer, so you can just grab out how many you want out of the bag. And yeah, that's about it. I don't know if there's anything else to talk about. Basically, I just got to figure out what I'm going to do all these apples. Yeah, these are some small ones too, so there may be a lot of applesauce. I don't know, not quite sure. And then there was one of the green ones. So it looks like it's getting cloudy outside, so that's good. Maybe we will get some rain. But on that note, I guess I better start taking care of these 27 pounds worth of apples I got to deal with while the blackberries are running through the sieve and getting that juice out. So, all right. Well, hopefully everyone is trying to stay cool in this crazy heat. I don't know about you, but every time on the weekend it seems like I need 2 showers. One in the morning and one in the afternoon. Because it's just too hot. This morning it said it was 79, but it was 86% humidity. So pretty much you were just drenched within an hour. My clothes were soaked. So as soon as I got my picking and running around done, I came in and took a shower before I even sat down to eat anything for breakfast. So anyway, I guess that's all. I need to get going. So I need to go take care of the chickens and get the eggs and get back in the kitchen, I guess, for the rest of the evening. All right, guys. Hopefully everyone, like I said, staying safe, staying cool, and staying hydrated. Many blessings.